Students popping prescription pills to help them study better may be more common than you think. In this in-depth report, we take a look at the effects of taking a stimulant without actually needing it.
So then we're going to draw oxaloacetate over here.
BYU senior Jeff Brown is preparing to take the MCAT this May before heading to medical school. It's a grind each week studying for the test.
Probably 20 to 30 hours.
But Brown wonders if that's enough, especially when he is competing against students who pop prescription pills to stay awake. Pills meant instead to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, more commonly known as ADHD.
I think it might be unfair. Like, I might ask myself, could I be doing better if I was taking a psychoactive drug as well?
One former BYU Idaho student admitted to me taking the stimulant Adderall.
It was like I went into hyperdrive mode. I didn't know what time it was. I just knew that I was doing this project and I was getting it done.
She says she got the drug from her boyfriend.
He was like, hey, I have some Adderall in my bathroom. Like, do you want to take half of it?
It was his prescription.
My boyfriend could get in trouble for giving me was my first thought.
I found another student who abuses the drug.
I only take mine on test days.
This BYU student also says Adderall helps him study better. He admits taking it about 6 times a semester.
Because it helps you focus, gives you energy, kills your hunger. So if you're on campus for like a really long day and you don't have to worry about eating.
The student tells me if he wants it, he can get it.
I mean, there's always ways to get things.
I took my concerns to the BYU Health Center.
Do you fear that students are fibbing their way into getting a prescription?
We worry about that a little bit, and there's been some recent concern that there may be students that perceive this as a medicine that will help improve performance regardless. And really, in many ways, that's a false notion. Looking great.
Family medicine doctor Keith Wilmore says Adderall might not even give those students the help they want.
So deep breaths in and out through your mouth. But if your brain is sleep deprived, it's not going to retain the things that you're studying very well. You're not going to be able to do as well on the test the next day or the next week as you would expect.
Wilmore also says if you don't have inattentiveness, Adderall can actually make you even more distracted since it's a stimulant.
We'll have a quiz now.
Adderall is a Schedule II controlled substance drug, meaning if you got caught abusing it, you could be charged with a misdemeanor, pay a fine, go to prison, or even get kicked out of school.
BYU Public Health Director Dr. Carl Hansen used Twitter to conduct a study tracking Adderall abuse.
We noted that students were abusing it during the times that you would think they'd abuse it, and that's during final exam times and also during the middle of the week when their studies are probably a little more intense.
Hansen says about 15% of students across the country abuse the drug. Nearly 2/3 get it from their friends.
I've had probably 2 or 3 people ask me.
BYU student Kimball Hill knows what it's like to have friends approach him about his prescription.
Like, can I try some? It sounds like it's really helping you. And the other one was someone who had done it before that was just like, oh, are you in the business or whatever?
He says some people are willing to pay $25 to $30 a pill. Every time, he tells them no.
It's an amphetamine, just as other drugs are, other stimulants that can become very addictive.
But for students who actually have ADHD, the drug can be very effective.
It really helped me do better in school. It's helped me through college. I can notice a huge difference when I don't take it.
Unfortunately, not everyone who takes it has a need.
And on our campus, it's an honor code thing, right? The students are encouraged to live the honor code. And if someone is taking Adderall without a prescription, that's abuse, and that would be a violation of our honor code on this campus.
Dr. Wilmore tells me there is no blood work required to be diagnosed with ADHD, only subjective written and oral exams. He says this may contribute to the problem.